I wouldn't say I'm a shill. That is not what it is. I also wouldn't say it's unreasonable brand loyalty, because that's not what it is either, because it's justified. I am very much a Pepsi supporter, a Pepsi defender. There's no Pepsi slander. That's the word. Why am I lost practice of doing this. My practice is all gone. I forgot how to do this, right? I will not tolerate Pepsi slang. That's the issue right there. Will not tolerate Pepsi slander on this stream. I'm not trying to say with this that this is a dictatorship or that I blindly follow their whatever they put out, right? My identity is not predicated on me being a supporter. I believe that I'm fair, and I believe the fact that I'm fair is what allows me to say that people only like Coca-Cola because they've been told to. But that's a conversation for another time. Don't let me get started on Cadbury. Anyways, something happened recently that we need to talk about, right? About 6 months ago, if you looked at a shelf on a supermarket, this is what your Pepsi Max Cherry would look like. And a few weeks ago, that changed, and we started to see a different branding on the Pepsi bottles. And listen, I have nothing against that. I believe that the names of things are just names, and the experience is all that matters. But I remember when I picked up one of these new design bottles for the first time, and I drank it, and I could almost swear that this doesn't taste like this. I could almost tell that they changed the recipe. They used this opportunity to change the recipe. This was an elite drink. And this flavor, not so much. Not so much. Now, I am a fair man, as I said. And I don't think it's fair for me to come and sit here on this chair and say these things on the stream without actually confirming it. In fact, this was a thought that I had, and at no point, having this thought and sharing it with people, did I say that I am sure of it, because I'm not sure of it. And I would like to do right now, what I would like to do right now is be sure of it. Because here in front of this camera, I'm going to open both these bottles. And I'm going to compare the tastes. Are we doing a blind taste test? I did not think about a blind taste test until right now, and I don't think I don't think that I have a way just by myself to make sure the test is genuinely blind. Take the wrappers off. The tops are different colors. This one's red and this one's purple. There's a reason people ask, is Pepsi okay, when you ask for Coke and they don't have it? Just saying. Yeah, it's because you legally cannot give someone a product that they didn't ask. Right? It's not called a Gillette, it's called a razor. But if people ask you for a Gillette and you don't have a Gillette, you have to confirm with them that the other brand is fine. I got a personal license. I know that came across so snobby. I got a personal license, let me tell you. Right? So what I meant. What I meant is like, you have to say it. Not be like, hey, this is what the drink is, but because when people are specifically asking for one drink and you're putting them for the replacement. It's not because it's like, oh, it's Pepsi actually. When I hear it's Pepsi okay, I'm like, better, even better. I'm happy. I'm happy and glad. I make those servers' days. DMR, so you think it's the same with me, right? Is the current one a design I used before? I do believe that this is not the first time that I've seen this design, that I've seen bottles designed like this. I do believe that that is the case. But I think that... So obviously they did a kind of a rebranding of the Max brand recently, to simplify it a little bit. When they did that rebrand, they brought the red ones, and I believe the Pepsi Max Cherry before was purple. I gotta be honest, I didn't give it as much of a chance when it was purple, and then when I saw it red, I kind of give it a bit more of a chance. I think because I do like Pepsi Strawberry. When you go to those machines and you can kind of like flavor them up. Like it used to be in Costco, and then they changed the branding. I don't want to talk about that. But I like I've tried Pepsi mix with a strawberry flavor, and like I really liked it, but they stopped it. So yeah, I don't think that I'll be able to do a blind test on this, right? Close your eyes, but then how do I know which one, right? The 100% They 100% have changed it, been told they didn't. We'll see. Let's find out. I'm gonna do this test in front of everybody here. I think, but because I'm the one mixing them, I don't think that I will know. You know what I mean? I will know. Burger King have them? Yeah, there we go. All right. We need 4 cups to check, multiple chances to tell if they taste different or not. And then, like, I don't know how I would not know that which bottle I'm drinking from. I don't think that I can do it that way, you know? Close your eyes and guess which is which. But I will still know, because I know where the bottles are, right? We would know which one if you close your eyes. Then you'll be able to see if there's a difference. But, so, the thing is, I will place the bottles, I'll close your eyes, and I will grab the bottles from where I placed them. There's no way for me to be able to not know which bottle I have in my hand. Unless there is and I can't think of it. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? I know you can see it, but like, I can see it too, because I have to do it myself. Why are you closing our eyes in our own? Closing my eyes. Like, I don't know, I don't think there is a way. Someone else would have to come and scramble this, and that is not possible right now. Right? So, here we are. Hey, listen, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, right? I trust myself to... another thing is, I don't have a bias. I'm not coming here to confirm something. I feel like it's true. I don't want it to be true, but at the same time, I feel like it is. So therefore, these two biases, I feel, cancel them out, right? Pour them into glasses without looking. How can I pour into glasses? I am the person placing the glasses where they go, so I can't not look at the glasses that I'm pouring. I will know which bottle is going to be poured in which glass. Even if I'm looking away, I know which one it is. You know what I mean? Because I know which bottles I grabbed. Even if I mix the bottles up, I know which bottles are which. It's a very, you know. Listen, let's just do this. Let's just do this. I didn't think about a blood test until right now. I would have prepped it, but we're past that. Okay. 2025 Pepsi Max Red, a classic. Who made this too complicated? We need magic. True answer: a Mirror Blue Hair pours them and mixes them up. Problem solved. A Mirror Blue Hair has no hands. That is the classic flavor that I'm expecting to drink when I open a Pepsi Max Cherry. Yeah, it's right there. Real nice. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I just drank it. I think that I'll be able to tell if it tastes different to me or not. Or if I'm just being tricked by the new packaging. New packaging, new product. You know, purple tastes differently than red in my head. That tastes different. That tastes different. Palate cleaner. I taste colors. I don't think I taste colors. I think it's like my brain tells me that these two things are different. This is like how Skittles allegedly had on different flavors. Oh no, is that a thing? I'm not the biggest fan of Skittles. And if that is the case, I will be even less of a fan of Skittles. Okay, palate cleaner, palate cleanser. God damn it. Can't speak this language. Palate cleanser, right? Let's do it the other way. Let's do it the other way. I just think, like, I feel like this flavor is weaker than this one. Were they made in the same place? Because Pepsi flavors, like all these drinks flavors, can be influenced by the water that is used. Pepsi Max in this country tastes different from Pepsi Max in Portugal because the water that is used is different, right? That's running, that's registered. Britvic is the production. Britvic Ireland. Made in GB. Yeah? No, this is made in the same factory. I have no reason to believe this isn't made in the same factory, from the same water. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Weak. Curve. It's there. Palate cleanser. Palate cleanser. right? Red. They don't taste the same. They don't taste the same. Now, this is just one bottle. Okay? This is just one bottle. But they don't taste the same. I feel like the purple one is less cherry flavored. I feel like the flavor is weakened. The red one leaves the aftertaste in my mouth that I like, and it's the reason why I am a fan of Pepsi Max Cherry, and I've always been. And this flavor is weaker and doesn't leave that same aftertaste. We have been fooled. We've been tricked. Are you taking these findings straight to Pepsi HQ? Listen, I just want to know the truth. I needed to know the truth. I needed to experiment and figure out what was happening, and I did. This is me doing it. All right? I just wanted to expose the truth of the matter for what it is. And I don't know if we will never know the truth. These are the kind of secrets that can be hidden from us. And I'm happy to... I think it is important to blind test this somehow. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be these bottles because they're going to, like, lose gas and everything. But I think it would be important to blind test this somehow. And we can do it. At some point, if anyone wants to help me do this, we can do this. But I am now, having done this experimentation, I am now convinced that they took advantage of the rebranding of Pepsi Max, the recoloring of it, to change the flavor a little bit. In fact, dare I say, the reason why they changed the design of the bottle is because they wanted to change the flavor. Get this on news round? They know my contact. Mr. Chips says coffee tastes better from a red mug. Maybe it's the same sort of thing. Maybe there's some sort of like brain phenomenon that's happening there. Maybe there's maybe it's just like some sort of like familiarity and comfort with us. Maybe this is just my brain tricking me of like it's not the same thing. Therefore, I'm telling you this is different, right? There was something. This kind of psychology always like works like that and helps and just goes like that, you know. When I worked in an office 100 years ago, we tried eating Skittles blindfolded. It's very difficult to know what flavor you're eating. In the pack, when in a pack of Skittles, will they change the ingredients per color, or is it the same? Because I wonder if legally they have to like disclose the ingredients. Therefore, it's this like. Therefore, the fact that they have just one ingredient for all flavors is a tell on the fact that they're the same flavor. I wonder if that's the case. I think we need a blind taste test with a control group, so one with Aldi's own brand or something too. I'm up for it. I'm genuinely up for it. I don't know how much we're going to be able to find the older Pepsi Max Red lot as much, but I'm up for it. I'd do it. I am very confident that I would be able to identify the Pepsi Max in like a blind test of different cola brands. I'm very confident that I would be able to. I'm not confident enough that I would bet on it, but I'm pretty confident that I would be able to. Theater Cat, how you doing? I just found out that this Pepsi Max and this Pepsi Max don't taste the same. And that they hid a flavor change behind not a rebranding, but a redesign of their labels. I'm pretty sure that that is the case. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hello, hello is my personal favorite. I enjoyed watching Hello, hello a lot. It was very, very fun. Burritos Empire was good too. Another one I never heard about. I swear they advertise the different flavors. What do you mean? Advertise the different flavors. I like Cherry Max a lot, or Max Cherry a lot, but I never liked it more than the just Pepsi Max, the original flavor, right? I reckon they only need to tell you what's in the whole pack. I don't know the laws, yeah, because if it's an allergy thing, it'd be cross-contaminated anyways. Yeah, 100%. And that is the reason why the ingredients are there. Like, I'm trying to think, why are the European rules a bit stricter And I wonder if it's allergies. It definitely is obviously like allergies and everything. But at the same time, it is also like, I feel like it would also be consumer information, but I'm not sure. Maybe it isn't, right? And you're absolutely right. If it's purely for allergies, then cross-contamination is there. So there we go. I don't think it's as good because I don't think the flavor is as strong. It feels to me like the flavor isn't as strong than the red. In the 90s, they had a thing called Pepsi Challenge. You had to tell which one was Pepsi and Coke and win some Pepsi merch. I'll give you one better, Mark Rothers. Welcome to the stream. I may be mistaken on this, but I do believe that I am correct when I tell you that not only does usually Pepsi beat Coke in blind tests of which one is your favorite brand or your favorite drink, if you're blind testing like you like it better, and people like tend to choose Pepsi over Coke, but when then they are told that they've picked Pepsi, they change their choice and say, actually, I liked the other one better. Because, and if you studied marketing, and I know a few of the people here on the chat have, if you study marketing a little bit, everything is a story you tell yourself. Right? Including me telling myself the story of, I am a real one that doesn't get tricked by marketing and drinks Pepsi instead of Coke. I'm aware of how hypocritical I sound, don't get me wrong.